These are the 7 real estate team members you absolutely must have before you do a real estate deal. If you don't have these team members, remember, real estate's a team sport. You are destined to fail at real estate. So if you want to know what those team members are, then you got to stay tuned right now. Hey guys, my name is Jay Leman. I'm a licensed realtor with EXP Realty right here in Champaign, Illinois. I'm also a real estate investor. I've invested in hundreds of units and single families and apartment units in Illinois and Iowa, and I help real estate investors, first time, second time, third time, veteran investors, help them purchase and grow their rental property portfolios here in Central Illinois. And I want to talk to you right now about the 7 team members you absolutely must have when you do a real estate purchase if you want to have success and maximum profitability for your real estate investment. Now, before I get into this list, would you like and comment on this video and tell me which is your favorite real estate team member? And also, hit the bell for notifications. That really helps me get this message to everybody else that wants to invest in the Midwest, especially right here in Central Illinois. So who is the first team member that you need if you're going to be a successful real estate investor? Well, that is a realtor, and not just any kind of realtor, a realtor that helps investors invest and buy income producing properties, apartments, mobile home parks, single family homes, flips, and also owns properties like that himself or herself. Would you ever talk to someone who does not actually own a property like the one you're trying to purchase, or has never helped someone purchase a property like the one you're trying to purchase? Probably not, but people do it all the time. You see, a large percentage of realtors actually don't own any rental property, and oftentimes haven't helped investors find a good rental property, so they don't even know how to identify what is a good rental property, how to actually run the numbers. And this is why it's critical that the first person you get is a realtor that understands the rental market for the area you're looking to invest in. I invest in Champaign and Vermilion County and help investors do the same here in Central Illinois. If you don't have a realtor, you won't get to square one, which is finding a great property and a great deal that actually makes sense and cash flows. Because in the Midwest, we appreciate a little bit, but we buy for cash flow. Number 2 is a lender. Chances are you probably don't have all the cash to put down to buy a real estate investment property. And you can buy investment properties, especially in Vermilion County, for $50,000, maybe $100,000. In Champaign, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but chances are you don't have that kind of money laying around. And so you're going to need a lender, and finding a great local lender, or maybe a national DSCR lender, that's a debt service coverage ratio lender, can help you nab a property and make the terms work so that they actually cash flow. And if you're looking for a lender, one of your best resources to find that is a realtor. That's why step 1 is a realtor, because a realtor can connect you to a lot of these people. So number 2 was a lender, specifically a local lender that deals with commercial properties and rental properties. We're not talking about owner-occupied mortgage brokers or local lenders for owner-occupied loans, because this will be an investment property for you. Number 3 is a property manager. Now this is a big one, and a lot of people forget about it. Think of a realtor and a lender as someone who's helping you going to get married to the property, right? The wedding, they're going to set the wedding, but the property manager is going to be the actual one that's going to do the day-to-day operations of taking care of that tenant, leasing that unit up, making sure the property's taken care of, making sure you're up to code on all your rental standards. So I talk about the realtor and lender maybe set up the wedding, but it's the property manager that helps you during the marriage of the property, because the actual transaction of purchasing a property, although it can be difficult if you don't have the right team members like a realtor or a lender, it's actually pretty quick in comparison to how long you're actually going to own that property, and that's where property management comes in. So number 3 is property management. You gotta find a great property manager. I've got a great property manager here in Champaign with JSJ Property Management. Travis and Amanda, the owners, do a tremendous job at leasing up the units, taking care of the tenants, taking care of the buildings, and making my properties run more efficiently every year. Vermilion County, I love RC Management. Jake and Adam do a phenomenal job. I'm happy to refer you to them in Vermilion County, or JSJ here in Champaign County for all of your rental property needs. So those are the first 3. We've had the realtor, we've had the lender, we've had the property manager. Number 4 real estate team member that you need is a great insurance broker. That's right, a property insurance broker that can compete to give you the lowest rate when it comes to your property insurance. Because insurance, when you have a loan on a property, you're required to get insurance. Now, insurance has skyrocketed, especially in the Midwest here and in Florida with all the hurricanes. The Midwest has had hailstorms. We've had derechos, that's an inland hurricane in Iowa. We have had all kinds of things that have raised insurance rates. So it's now more important than ever to find a great insurance agent that can really help you drive your insurance costs down, because the lower your insurance cost is, remember, it's required when you have a loan, the better your cash flow can be. So finding a great insurance broker is a premium. Number 5 team member that you need is a great real estate attorney. Real estate attorneys can do a lot for you. They can make sure the transaction is all buttoned up and everything goes smooth. They're gonna check title work for you to make sure you have a clear title when you purchase it. They're gonna check, hey, are the rents being prorated so that you get the rents if you're closing in the middle of the month? Make sure the taxes are prorated. Make sure the contract is actually abided to. Sometimes you can get in a pickle in a transaction, and if you don't have a good real estate attorney, or if you don't have a real estate attorney at all, the transaction goes sideways and you may lose out on closing on this property you worked so hard to find with your realtor, lender, and property manager. And you don't want that to happen. So having a real estate attorney is an essential part of your real estate team. Number 6 is a good bookkeeper and accountant. You might not need an accountant after 1 property, 2 properties, or 3 properties. But I tell you what, you get to 4 or 5, and the accounting, depreciation, and bookkeeping of rental properties gets a little bit hairy. Now, a property manager can help you with that a little bit. If they're managing your property, they're gonna give you a monthly and yearly profit and loss statement. But you're gonna need a bookkeeper to really take full advantage of all the tax advantages you get with real estate. Remember, a lot of people buy real estate just for the tax advantages because it's a great way to write off some of your income. I'm not an accountant, but talk to an accountant and get a great accountant. I've got a great accountant here in Champaign that does all of my real estate accounting, does all of my bookkeeping, and it makes it so simple. Could I save money by not hiring a property manager or doing my own bookkeeping? Maybe. I think I'd probably lose money because I do a poor job of it. So I'm happy to pay for those services, which allows me to scale and get more and more units to build up more and more passive income to build wealth through real estate. Number 7, and certainly not the last or least of all these people, but it might be the last person that you get involved, which is the inspector. That's right, a good property inspector that you can trust, that before you purchase that property, actually have that inspector walk through the property and give the property like a physical. You know, a lot of times you go to a doctor to get a physical, yearly physical. That's what a property inspection is. Now listen, inspectors are hired to inspect and find things, so they're gonna find a lot of things wrong. Most of them are small, some of them may be big, but they can be a negotiating point for you when you're trying to purchase a rental property. Making sure that the fearsome 4, roof, mechanicals, windows, foundation, are all solid. If you can make sure those are solid, because those are big ticket items, or if there is a problem, negotiate before you close the deal using your real estate attorney or your realtor to help you negotiate that. That will be a huge point for you moving forward. It's going to bring your costs long-term down because you're taking care of those problems up front. Now, I went through 7 of them. You remember all 7? I'll go back through them. Realtor, lender, property manager, insurance broker. Number 5 was a real estate attorney. Number 6, accountant bookkeeper. And number 7, a good property inspector. Guys, real estate is a team sport. If you don't build a team, you will fail and you'll never be able to scale in your real estate business. So I'm telling you right now, learn to build a team. And it starts with finding a great realtor that can help you build all those other team members that understands investment properties by helping clients invest and they invest themselves. And in Central Illinois, I'm that guy. I'd love to help you. Hit me with a comment. Would you like, would you subscribe? Would you share this out with people? And I'd love to hear from you on what you're looking for in a rental property so I can help you start building cash flowing assets right here in Central Illinois to build wealth long term.